Welcome back to the wealthXproject channel, everyone. My name is Michael, and in this Amazon FBA episode, I'm going to reveal 5 Amazon FBA mistakes to avoid, especially if you are a beginner. I am also going to give you 3 tips on what to do instead, so make sure to stick till the end of the video. And those Amazon FBA mistakes come as a result of me working with over 190 students and launching over 50 products on Amazon. And if this is your first time here, know that on this channel you can learn how to upgrade your mindset, make money online in order to build long-term wealth and short-term passive income. And with this out of the way, let's get started. So Amazon FBA mistake number 1, and that has to be not calculating profitability correctly. And when you are launching a new product on Amazon, you have certain costs. First of all, you have the product cost, you have the shipping cost, but also you have the software costs, all other costs involved in running your Amazon FBA business, and also advertising costs. And especially with the advertising cost, that's where people get it wrong. And this is because if you are launching a new product with very little reviews, remember, you're not going to have 1,000 reviews to start with, you need to gain visibility on Amazon. And the only way to do this is really by paid advertising on Amazon these days, okay? So for a new product, you need to expect this, the advertising, to be in excess of 30 or 40%. And this is the number where people get wrong, because when they see that number, when we do this during the courses and boot camps, they say, oh my gosh, okay, is it that much? Yes, it is, okay? And even sometimes more than that, especially with new Amazon products, okay? Now, once organic sales start to come in, it should be at approx 15%. That's what my experience shows. But to start with a new product with 1, 2, 5, 10 reviews, while our competitors have like 100 or 80 or 50 reviews on average, that's going to be in excess of 30, 40 or even more %. Okay, so you need to budget this in. Amazon FBA mistake number 2, and that has to be lack of consistency. Okay, and when I say lack of consistency, I mean lack of consistency in product discovery and product research, simply because when you embark on Amazon FBA journey, you really want to be consistent with your product research, even if you have found your first Amazon product. And the question is why, okay? What if your product does not work out? What if the quotes you receive from your suppliers are going to be way too much? What if the shipping cost exceeds what you have originally estimated within your profitability, okay? If those costs go beyond what you have expected at the beginning, your profitability will diminish. And what are you going to do? Okay, you have no products, your original product does not work in terms of profitability, and you have no other products, okay? Now, if you are consistent with your product discovery, you will always have a backlog of awaiting products. That is super important, and that is really the key and the secret of successful Amazon FBA sellers. And if you got anything of value out of this video so far, make sure to smash that like button in order to support the free content on this channel. Let's continue with Amazon FBA mistake number 3. And that has to be not learning enough about Amazon FBA. And this is super important actually. It sounds simple, but it's super important. And the best example would be my concierge program. And that is a program, the registration is closed for this program right now. But that is where we actually, me and my team, launch products for our students, okay? And the reason why I launched this program was to allow people to gain confidence and to learn about Amazon during the time while we launch the first product for them. Now, I had about 30 plus students on this program, actually closer to 40. However, 80% of them did not know what to do with the product once we launched the product for them. Okay, that is, they did not spend that time, and it normally takes about 2 to 3 months to launch the first product. They did not spend that time to learn everything, every aspect of Amazon FBA and Amazon FBA business. Okay, so my advice to you is learn, and once again learn as much as possible. Learn everything you can. Amazon FBA mistake number 4, and that has to be taking shortcuts. And it's unbelievable how many new students, how many new Amazon sellers make these mistakes. And the most common variations include, first of all, not making deep research. Okay, so when you start looking for a product, you first do what we call an initial research. Okay, so you just simply check the basic parameters, basic profitability, etc. But when you decide, yes, this product works in terms of profitability, then what you need to do is you need to do a deep research on the competitors, on the market, and other bits and pieces as well. And you would be surprised how many new sellers say, oh, this is too difficult, this is not important, I'm not gonna do this, and they skip it. Okay. The other variation of this mistake is not adding value. And this is super important, because there is a lot of competition on Amazon. And yes, you can find great products, yes, you can find profitable products, but you need to think about adding value. Okay, and people just take these shortcuts and they just sell a product, basic product. I call it naked product, without anything, without adding value to the product. It's just another it's just more of the same, I would say. Okay, and another variation is not bundling a digital product. So those sellers who bundle a digital product, we're living in a digital age, obviously, so we need to think about adding value in this way as well. So bundling a digital product with a physical product will increase perceived value and will increase the potential of the product, the sales of the product, and I think the most important is the perceived value of the product here. So what you need to really do is to create an irresistible offer, as we call it. Okay, in other words, give your customers what they really want, and you need to research this. It's not about what you think they want, it's about what they are already buying with this product, what they really want, what they need. Okay, it's about meeting customers' needs. Amazon FBA mistake number 5, and that is underestimating initial reviews and the time it takes to obtain them. Okay, I'm going to give you a tip on that, but for now, just know and accept that reviews are everything on Amazon. Okay, people base their buying decisions not only on the quality of the product, but also, most importantly, on the reviews. Okay, social proof. So if you think you are going to sell your product without any reviews, and if you think you are going to be successful with this product, you are wrong, guys. Okay, you are simply wrong. Now, you have two choices when it comes to reviews, really. First of all, your first choice is to have multiple reviews just pretty much right away on your product. In which case your advertising is going to be cheaper, because people will buy your products more often based on those initial reviews. Your other option, on the other hand, if you can't get reviews for whatever reason, or you have very little reviews on your listing, is going to be to run expensive ads. Okay, because the cost of these ads will be more expensive than it would rather be when you had at least, let's say, 5, 10, 15 reviews on your listing. Now, first reviews normally come from friends, family, co-workers, neighbors, and even strangers. Okay, people afraid, but this is business. Okay, you need to be in the business, you need to get your hands dirty, and you need to work on this business. So you need to take care of those reviews, take care of those initial reviews, and get as many of these reviews as possible. Convince as many people as possible to initially buy this product and review this product for you. Okay, this takes time, but I will give you a tip in just a few seconds on what you can do to speed up this process. So if you have any questions so far, or if you are unsure of something, or you want to know more, just make sure to let me know in the comments below. And other than that, let's go on to the tips. So tip number 1 is going to be about budgeting and profit for your new Amazon product. First of all, what you need to do is to come up with a selling price to include all costs. And I mean all costs: the cost of running the business, the cost of software, the cost of product, the cost of shipping, and also the cost of advertising. Remember, we talked about this earlier. Now, on top of that, you want to add at least £8 profit or $8 or wherever you are basically. Just make sure the profit is good to allow for unpredicted mistakes or increase in the costs. Okay, preferably I would be tempted to add 10 to 20 pounds or whatever currency you are at. Okay, now once you've got your total selling price, you need to compare that price to other sellers, what they are selling a similar product or bundle for on Amazon, existing sellers. Okay, and then once you know what they are selling it for, ask yourself and answer this question honestly. Okay, can I sell this product for this much? Because if not, you have to find another product, because your profitability is not going to work, this product is not going to work. Or alternatively, you need to add more value to your product. And if it works, if you are making the profit, if you can sell it in line with other sellers for the price you think you want to sell your product for, that's great. Okay, you have your product, you can move on to the next stage. So tip number 2, don't be afraid of more expensive items. Don't be afraid to sell more expensive items on Amazon FBA. And the first thing you need to understand is you don't have to search and look for items that cost £10 or £15 or 10 or 15 US dollars on Amazon. You don't have to sell this because everyone do it. Okay, now I personally had more success with products ranging in this range, 20 to 130 pounds, simply because yes, you will sell less units. Okay, so maybe instead of 300 units you will sell 100 units or 50 units. Okay, but your profit will be bigger. Okay, your profit will be bigger, and it is way easier to achieve profits of 20 pounds or 40 pounds per unit sold than if you look and sell products that are worth 10 or 15 pounds on Amazon. Okay, so this is super important to understand. Don't be afraid of those more expensive products. And Amazon FBA tip number 3, always have more products to sell on Amazon that you can actually launch and buy and sell. Okay, so basically what you need to do is you need to designate specific amount of time for product discovery, and I would suggest you do this once a week for about 2 to 3 hours consistently every single week. It's cast in stone basically. It's basically a time designed for product discovery, product research. You do this every week at a set time, set hour, etc. Okay, what you need to do, what you are going to do within those 2-3 hours, you are going to discover and do basic assessment. Okay, so you're going to use your Chrome extension to assess the products, basically just maybe check some suppliers, maybe check the profitability roughly. Okay, without getting too deep into the product, but you want to build up that database of products. So you always have 3, 5, 6, 10 products awaiting in your database, just in case your original product you are thinking of selling on Amazon doesn't work out for whatever reason, the shipping cost, the product cost, the whatever other costs, okay, or whatever other reason. Normally, during that time, 2 to 3 hours, normally I am able to find about 3 to 5 promising products, okay, during that time. So this is super important. So if you do this once a week for 2 to 3 hours, after a few weeks, you will have like between 10 and 15 promising products in your database, and there is nothing stopping you from actually talking to suppliers about these products. Now, before I give you my bonus tip, if you are thinking of starting your own Amazon FBA business, be sure to check out my free webinars and paid courses. I'll put the links down below in the description. And also make sure to join a Facebook group, free Facebook group, for tons of free content, tutorials, step-by-step guides, etc. Not only on Amazon FBA business, how to start Amazon FBA business, but also on health, vitality, crypto investing, and tons of other subjects. And now on to the bonus tip, and that has to do with new Amazon product reviews. Start early. Okay, don't wait until your product arrives in Amazon. line up people to buy your product and give you a review well before the product arrives. Okay, as soon as it ships, as soon as the product ships from your supplier, start lining up those people. Okay, or even as soon as you actually agree the final quote with the supplier and make a payment and they start manufacturing the product, start lining up those people, because it will take time. And you really, once your product arrives at Amazon, you really want to get the sales going. Okay, so don't delay, don't procrastinate. Line up those people and get the ball rolling. And if you aspire to be a successful Amazon seller, make sure to check out those 2 videos that are displayed somewhere on the screen, simply because in those videos I am explaining the successful mindset you need to get before you actually embark on your Amazon FBA journey. And also in the second video I am answering the most important question: is it still worth selling on Amazon FBA? Anyway, that is everything I have to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye bye.